So in terms of other areas that we get bookings, well, one of the big ones for all businesses I think these days is social media.
Yeah.
That has grown and grown. We're doing more and more different types of things, and that we've had influencers recently.
Yeah, we've had contact with some influencers. We're sending them over to one of our properties up at Eden Grove in Cumbria for a nice weekend for some content to share.
It's just becoming bigger and bigger, isn't it, now, and stuff on it. So those influencers will, stay in that property. They'll put it on all their media channels and stuff like that, and hopefully then encourage bookings
to come direct to us again.
Yeah.
Instead of looking for Airbnb and Booking.com.
But we're on all the different platforms, aren't we? I'm going to sound old because I don't know it particularly well, but Facebook I'm still on. TikTok we've got Instagram, haven't we?
Yeah. So it is also a really good idea if all of our owners do follow us and share it. It only helps the algorithm push us out to more people. So we do ask. Yeah. Obviously, if our owners aren't on social media, then that's fine. But any that are, if they don't mind for giving us a follow and sharing our content.
That's a deliberate plug, that.
Yeah.
Because it will help you as the owners as well. It's us as a company, but it promotes your property, so it helps everyone.
It pushes us out, so more people see your posts, who then ultimately will then get forced through to our website to book your accommodation. So,
100%, which leads nicely on to one of the other ways we get bookings, which is word of mouth.
Yeah.
Which I know you guys have had. I suppose it links in with referrals. Yeah. You've had a lot of people, haven't you, booked, and then suddenly they've passed someone on to you.
You find that if you've got like any construction workers, anything like that, corporate bookings even in offices, you do find that they'll go onto the building site or wherever they're working into the office. They'll say, "Oh, I've got this really great place," and then it'll just snowball from there, and then you'll get people ringing saying, "Oh, so and so's giving me a number. Have you got anything where they're staying?" And
that's why we look at like business parks, don't we?
Yeah.
We've got properties in likes of Warrington, which has got a massive business park. Having advertisement up in there, or just getting that first booking in. It might be the first booking comes from a booking.com.
Yeah.
But we'll make sure the next time
it's not.
We'll get someone direct and we'll get referrals from it. So it's a massive part of it that way.
Which has happened in a lot of our locations now.
Yeah. One of our best we had, wasn't it, was in Chester. I remember we had advertisement, didn't we, outside this property, which was on the main street leading up to the train station. And he spotted the sign, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he stay first and then refer people, or did he just straight away?
He booked first. So they were all actually put up in a hotel not far, and he was just walking into town. Yeah. He contacted us first, and then obviously you get chatting and things like that, and he was asking how many units did we have in the building, so we were talking about it, and then next minute I think we had about 5 or 6 of them booked for over 2-3 months, and they're the ones that have then gone on to our Coates House in Nailsea. They've gone to Manchester. So what I try to do with them is I'll send them over. If I know that they work away quite a lot, I'll try and send them the list of our locations so that they can refer back to it every time that they're moving on. Like, oh, has Sally got somewhere where I'm going next? And then that tends to help.
It also helps when, like, from the investment side, when we're looking to bring on sites of, like, where are all these people working? Is there an area where there's a real shortage of accommodation? So that's where we work quite well together, isn't it, as departments, to choose the right locations with it. We also link with local businesses.
Yes.
So by that we mean like local pubs, restaurants, where it's like cross-marketing, isn't it? So we will promote their bars, restaurants.
In all our welcome packs and things like that.
We put them in the welcome packs, do we?
Put them in the welcome packs, and then if they've got any offers or anything on, we'll put leaflets in the actual apartments, and then vice versa, we'll take in leaflets and things like that. And if they have anybody in, they're quite good at saying, if anybody asks, "Oh, where's good to stay around here?" they will always recommend us.
And that's an old, like, traditional method, isn't it? I know, like, hotels, quite often when you went in, you'd see flyers, wouldn't you? Takeaways nearby and that sort of stuff. So it's a tried and tested model. Yeah, it works well.
And then, because a lot of our welcome packs now are online, we've got a new online system for guests where they can see all that online. It is exactly the same, but it's just an upgraded, newer version.
And the guest just comes in and they scan QR code? Is it done like that, or is it sent to them by email?
We've got QR codes, but they have a Guestz app where they have everything they need to know about the property, the codes to get in, the addresses. They've got the welcome packs where we recommend things to them. They have all sorts, like how to use the hob, how to use the oven, how to use everything in the apartment.
So they get everything and then they ring you and say, we can't get in.
Yeah.
Pretty much what happens. They give them the tools but don't do it. But,
pretty much.
But it is another important point of why the management company side is important. You know, if you're doing it yourself, having to deal with all them sort of calls is hard work, isn't it? But we have out of hours calls
all the
for
out
them
of hours.
reasons.
Yeah. And then there is always one of us from the office full time on call each week for those out of hours calls in case something comes through and they do need real assistance, not just how to open a key safe.
Well, that's it. One of the other sort of quirky ways we do get bookings, and this might be a little bit controversial, is hotel car parks.
Yeah.
And what we mean by that is, obviously a lot of people, like workers and stuff that are staying in hotels, might not have thought about staying in a service department. Now, if you go into that hotel car park, you can see vans quite often with their branding, which
I have
means
been known to do that.
Yeah. Restraining order in their hotel car park.
Get banned from hotels. Joking.
But we can, ring those companies up direct, say, look, have you guys thought about potentially staying in a service department where they've got their own kitchen facilities, everything like that?
I think a lot of them do prefer to have that. It's just what the company's booked for ease, I think, for that person in that office that's doing the bookings. It probably is easier for them to just book a hotel with 10 rooms. But a lot of companies now are changing the way that they do it. So if they want anything other than what they're booking for them, they give them a budget to work from, and they can book their own, and then they'll reimburse them, obviously, if they hand in their invoices. So a lot of them, if you make contact with them, they will start recommending, because it makes it a bit easier for that person booking as well in the office. They don't want to do it. So if the lads do it themselves, or the women, or whoever, it's easier for them, because then they just have to file their invoice.
I think it's more popular as well than hotels these days. Like in the old days, it would have been, they'd have had to give a budget to the guys staying there, wouldn't they? To say, right, you have to go out and get your food and stuff like that. They would have spent it all on beer and not the food. Whereas now it's like, no, we'd rather put you in a nice apartment. You've got your own kitchen facility, so you can sort yourself with that front. So it's more affordable really for companies doing it. I think Guestz prefer it. They've got their own space. And us as a management company prefer it.
Yeah, we much prefer
it. And owners do it as well. So I only see that getting bigger and bigger really on that on that front of it. But if you see us in a hotel car park, that's what we're doing.
You didn't.
So hopefully you found that really interesting. If you do have any other questions that pop up, please do get in touch with a member of the team here at Guestz.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.